Hi everyone, welcome. Happy Saturday already. Oh my goodness. We're back for part 2 of the Jasmine Beckett Griffith Eve and Rib picture. This is a live stream. If you're watching this back, you can open the live stream chat and follow along, but we have a live chat. So I am speaking randomly out loud to people. If you do watch this, I've been asked quite a few times, how do I follow? Open the chat, follow along, and I will be speaking to people that are talking now. So, hey Ashley, hi Penny. Hi Heather, that's okay, go grab your coffee. Hi Diana, hi. Welcome, hi Kimmy, Joanne, hi everyone. Hey Taryn, and Joey, Mousy Debs, hey everyone. Hope your days and your mornings are going really good. Hi Victoria, Gabby. Welcome everyone. Hey Susie, that's okay, lurk away. I've been lurking in Isabel's before. Hey Lozzie, hey Vicky. So I have put it up at right at the beginning, and I will keep reposting it, but we have got Vicky's event next week with all the live streaming channels, which is the Victorian Colour-a-thon. That is next weekend. Hey, you're spicy. How are you doing? There we go. So we do have a big jam-packed event that Vicky has organised. I've printed my copy off so I can see who's streaming, when they're streaming. So it is from the 20th to the 22nd. So next weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Quite a lot. Hey, Darlene and Shannon and Marie. Hey, everyone. Yeah, so today is going to be a little bit of a short stream. I am going to be doing 2 hours rather than sometimes I do like 3. You know what I'm like. I've taken extra tramadol just before I come on stream so I can be like, right, let me just get on with this and try and sit for as long as possible. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing much better. So anyone that I've missed, hi, Joy. I'm just trying to look up and see who I've missed. And as I was saying, if people are watching this back, this is a live stream. So I do put colour cards in the screen. You can skip on along and you can just follow along with the colour cards and me if that's your preference. If not, and you're joining in, then great. So I am going to not dither around too much. I did want to show you. I showed Susie and I showed Desiree this morning. I bought this, and I know you've probably seen Ruby Charm Colours. Funnily enough, Isabel got it on her stream before me. Ruby Charms Colours does a book called Black Magic. And hey, Cynthia and Kenny, hey. And I've just bought plain black Canson XL drawing pad, which is, I think, yeah, 9x12. And it's quite a thick, nice thick card. Hey, Starbuck. So what I wanted to do is have a little, I don't know if you can see, I've printed off a Mystic Art Mirrors line art on it. And I wanted to have a go at how it would look with coloured pencil and how it would pop off the page. Now, I just wanted to do a little experiment. What I was planning to do was a Halloween picture for, obviously, a Halloween with a thick line art, and the one that sprung to mind was a Hannah Lynn. Hannah Lynn does such nice thick line art. So this was just a tester page. So I printed this off just to see and get a grasp of how it, you know, performs, what the colour looks like, how the pearlescent paints go down, you know, etc. So I just wanted to give a go with that as well. And then I was going to do a colour along with a Hannah Lynn Halloween. I'm waiting for Sky to choose her so I don't double up and do one the same. And try that. You know, I don't know what skin's going to be like on black card, but it's going to be fun to try. But it was more for like trying all the little pearls on there and the water bubbles and hi Mum, hi Pat, those kinds of things. And I don't know if you've seen, but water bubbles against black look amazing. Like, Amazing, amazing. And I really wanted to try that. So it's like, oh, I don't know whether I'll try this or maybe I'll try something else. I don't know, but I want to, this is going to just be me having a practice page. You know, I've never done it before. And I think it's good to try new things. And I thought, well, why not? You know, something I've always wanted to give a go. I'm going to give it a go. And when I saw Ruby Charms bought a book out with it, I thought, great, you know, I'm going to try it. Okay, it is a great idea, isn't it? I saw it on Ruby Charms. I was like, I have to try this. This is going to be incredible. If it turns out, it's going to be good. Right, so I'm just going to jiggle you around for a second. Bear with me. I'm just going to bring you down just an inch. All right, as long as you're in the screens and it's not blurring, that's good. You know what, I say blurring. That's okay, you lurk away. So it's a good idea, isn't it? So if anyone wants an XL series, they've got an XL series, and it is the 9x12, which is ever so slightly bigger than A4. So you cut it just slightly, like the tone tan, you cut it to size. And it's 150 grams, so it is nice, and if you listen, it's a really thick paper. So if you wanted to give it a go, just bear in mind, grayscale is pointless because you're never going to see the grayscale. The black paper cancels out the grayscale. You're wanting to head for something that's quite a thick line art so that it shows up, because it's quite hard on the eyes. However, if you're under a nice dark, like a really nice daylight lamp, you'll be able to see that. Yeah, well, we're going to give this a go one day, but I want to just try this, you know, it's my first time, so I just wanted to have this as a tester page, so maybe like just test a bit out here. I mean, I don't know how it's going to go down, and just for my own, yeah, just for my own amusement, I just want to see how the colours will sort of go. See, they're going to go down and stand out, aren't they? So this is just a test page. Can you see how much they're going to stand out against black paper? It's going to be one of those things. You can cancel out the black lines with colour and it's going to stand out, look, straight away. Yes, that's what I mean. So the pearlescent paints are going to stand out so much on this paper, hence why I've mentioned them. So coloured pencils and pearlescent paints are going to be really, really good on this. So I just wanted to, I'm doing a picture in this now. I just wanted to see how it went down. I'm just giving an example. So can you see how much that stands out? Can you imagine a whole picture in that? Hiya, Bridget. Oh, hi, Jamie. Hiya, Pickle. Hi, everyone. Can you see? So XL Canson paper, we're going to give that a go, but we are going to dive back into even rib. We are using the Black Widow pencils and Prismas, but I'm trying to use as many Black Widows over Prismas and add the Prismas in with the, you know, the colours that I just can't find or I'm not happy with or I need to add more in. It's crazy, right? It's so good. I'm so happy to try that. So yeah, so we're predominantly going to use Black Widows. I need to just get my book of my swatch book, which I didn't have beside me. Okay, 2 seconds. I was not organised at all for that. I was just thinking, I usually have it beside me. Where's it gone? In my cupboard. In my cupboard. Okay. And can you imagine a Posca paint pen in any of the Posca paint pens on black paper is going to just be, oh my goodness, I can't wait to try it. That's okay. Anyone that wants to lurk today, I know some days you lurk away, absolutely fine by me. And as I say to everyone, you've got lives, pop in and out. You don't have to stay, just come in and out as and when you please. And it's good to have you here. Good morning. Hi, you cat. Hey, Loretta. Okay, let's do this. So I was thinking hair, I want dark, but for now I'm going to head on to these wings. I was going to go with the dark metal look with the gold. I'm trying to get my colours here. You know when you're trying to find something, you can never find it, and that is the case with me with everything. I honestly can never find something when I need it. It's crazy. I look and I'm like, where did I'm sure I had that around this bit, and then looking for it, and it just, there we go. Okay, so this was the skin tone sets of Hey Lulu of the Black Widow skin sets. Now I really like the colours in the dark tones. Personally, for skin, I'm not keen on this set. I really like this set, but I use this a lot for doing, like, we got an acorn there, we've got the wings, and we can use a lot of these colours to do like an antique gold as well. So there is a lot of stuff that you can do with them other than skin. And I prefer this, and I actually prefer the design of these because you can see at the top which colours they are, as opposed to like the cobras and stuff, you don't have that option on them. So I prefer these in most form because of how they've designed them. They're much easier to see, they're much easier to pick out, and they're much easier on the eye instead of looking at the black barrel. So I'm just going to pick out a couple of colours. I think I'm going to do that little acorn because it's staring at me, which she's holding, and then we will go from there. So I hope everyone's doing well and having a good day so far. And I mean, here it's 4 in the afternoon, so we're already quite down the line. I know a lot of you have been up only a couple of hours. So I'm going to bring out some of the just ignore me today if I fluff my words up. It's one of those very tired days that I can't seem to shake. And every time I want to get something out of my mouth, my brain is not catching up. You know those days, brain fogs, we all have them. It's one of those. So hopefully if I speak a lot slower, I'll get my words out a lot better. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. So do you all. I see all your pictures and you say, I can't do that. And I'm like, what are you on about? I've seen it on your Instagrams. I've seen your pictures. What are you talking about? Of course you can do it. Okay. Yeah, I know brain fog is such a thing in this world for me. It's getting worse, and it's weird because, you know, sometimes I look at people when they're trying to tell me something, can't get the words out, and I finish their sentence for them. But when I go to do it, I'm like, the words don't come out of my own mouth. So I can only imagine for others when I try to finish their sentences for them, how annoying it is, because, yeah, I'm having that more and more these days where I can't get the words out. They're there, but they're not. It's like they're there in the back of your brain. I think it's medication, you know. I always used to say that. I didn't think it would be, but I think it is medication. I think that is a big, huge part to where the words do not come out. Oh, I have it 3 to 4 times a day, Lozzie. It's normal now. Okay, I'm just grabbing some colours. I'm not going to use them all. I grabbed some, and we're going to do that little acorn down there. Some of it's going to be on the lighter side, some's going to be on the darker side. I'm trying to use all Black Widows for this. If I have to go over to a Prismacolor, I will. I'm just getting the colours for you. I quite like that olive gold as well. Okay, that olive gold is a nice colour. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, sis. I'm going to try and divide my time over, so I've got so many things to do, but she's one of my favourites, so I'm going to try and come to her as often as possible. All right, so we're going to do this little acorn down here first. Well, there's a couple. We're going to do the top part of it, and we're going to get a darker colour to start with. We're going to go for the dark chocolate. This is in the Scorpion, and yeah, we're just going to try and do as much as we can on this today. In the 2 hours we have got, because I'm going to be wrapped up today by 6, which is well, just under 2 hours today. Thank you. So we're going to head to the big guy here. Now I am using the Black Widows. If you want me to put it in the screen so everyone knows what we're using, I'll put it there for you. Hopefully it doesn't detract. Sometimes the camera tries to focus on that and takes your detraction, like, you know, over. I know they do, don't they, Joanne? I'm so sorry, I'm just having a drink. Okay, so the top is generally a bit darker, so I'm just going to plan it out. So I'm just going to very lightly come in with the dark chocolate. We're going to add other colours in as well, but I'm just want to plan where I want my dark to go. Now, these little tiny bits as well are going to be a bit darker. So I'm going to kind of go in there first of all before we start going in with other colours. I like to do this to plan. I've always done that. I did that with my big dinosaur. Have you seen that on Instagram? My gosh, that thing's taking me forever and a day. Oh, I'm loving it though, but I've been doing it in stages and it's a beast, that picture. I'm so glad that I'm doing it because I've always wanted to. So if you also want to join in, it's the Dino Buddy Colour, which is hashtag. On Instagram, you can do it on Facebook as well. And myself and Laura Colours too, so Laura Rafferty and Honor all teamed up and said, hey, let's just do a relaxed body colour over that. And some of you have already done it and you are so impressive. You're amazing. And some people are still doing it. Thank you, sweethearts. Hi, Steve. So good to see you. Hi, Senka. So sorry I didn't see you earlier. That's right, Lozzie. I'm the same. People just get you, don't they, in the end? They're like, hey, we speak the same language. Sometimes you don't even need to say anything. You just have a look. And it's just like, okay, I understand. So all I'm doing with this before I go in is placing my darker areas because we're going to come back to this colour because we're going to go in with a nice sort of mid-tone brown. So this just places it for you so you know exactly where you're going. And on the very top, I'm going to just fade out that brown. And I want it to kind of be on the underneath as well. So I'm going to come just over here, I think. That's it. If you hear any bashing and banging, there's a house that is being built just outside. And he's doing all the roof at the moment. So if you hear bashing, can you hear that? Hey, Anna! Can you hear the bashing? I hope you can't. I hope it's not too loud. Because you never know with the microphones, they pick stuff up. Okay, so before we come back to this colour, I'm going to come in with a cinnamon, which is, I just love this colour so much. It's my favourite colour in this. And I'm going to start to place that where we have the dark chocolate and just coming into the middle, lessening my pressure. I won't talk you through every step because you know my style by now. Oh, that's good, as long as it's not loud, because you never know what the microphone picks up. Mind you, I haven't got a mic. It's my webcam microphone. Because until the sound starts going all funny on that, I'll invest in a microphone later down the line. But for now, this one's fine. Hi, Louise. Thank you. It's so nice to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, so can you see you're always going to have that just underneath where you'll be able to make that stand out. So even if you're bringing in your cinnamon, it won't matter. It won't take away because you've already placed it in. So you know where you're going to come back with your shading. And that's kind of how I just go along. I'll do it that way. And then we're going to go to light mocha. Hey, Painty Girl, that's okay. Lurk away. Everyone that needs to lurk, lurk. It's good to see you. Find things when I need them. Hi, Becky and Steve. I'm sure it's Becky. Hey, Becky. Oh, nice. Are you still doing that cat one with the tiger? Okay, and then on the top, I'm just going to have that as a fade out, and then we're going to layer that up, right? So this is just our plan part. We'll deepen the colours up and you know, really build up the colour, but I just wanted to put where I needed the colours to go. So the top is going to be the lighter part. I might put a little bit of a mossy green in there, but you know what I'm going to put if I do a mossy green? I'll bring in the moss green distress ink and kind of just, because we're going to be in the forest, right? And we're going to have this as dark, really dark green grass, which I think we have some really nice tones in the Black Widow set. So I have to have a look. Yeah, we've got opal green, we've got grass green, we've got olive green, we've got forest. Forest is a good colour. So that's kind of like the way I want to go. Now we're going to start to build up. So we're going to go back to our dark chocolate now and deepen her, deepen her acorn. Now, Black Widows are a harder pencil if you haven't already got them. I do find that I need to mix them. That's just me. And I find that I don't like them just on their own. I prefer to have them like with Prismas. They're a good start off pencil, but I think they just, I don't know what they're lacking for me. They lack something that I need to make up with another set. Whereas Prismas, you don't feel that. You've got everything with Prismas. You can do pages and pages with Prismas and never feel that they're lacking anything. I find with the Black Widows, they do lack something. I didn't get the calendar. Oh, sorry, I've just knocked the camera. I didn't get the calendar. Funnily enough, me and Honor were saying about that this morning because she was showing me it. And I'm not sure yet if I want to buy it. I love their magazines, but you'll laugh. Me and Andrew, usually I have 1 year, he has another year where we do the calendar, and I've had the last 3. And he really wants his Harley Davidson one this year. So I kind of want to let him just do the calendar. We usually sit there picking out our calendar for the year. How sad are we? And he really wants his Harley Davidson one this year. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I won't. And yeah, I might let him just have it this year. Well, you know what? It's a couple thing. You sometimes have these little, I don't know, you make like a tradition, I suppose. And yeah. They've got watercolor pencils. I didn't know they have watercolor pencils, Deb. Prismacolors. That's what you're referring to, right? Okay, so I'm just going to go into the middle and deepen up with the cinnamon. And then the underneath will be a bit dark. Be a bit darker. But I'm only going to do one of these for now because otherwise we'll spend all that time doing acorns and they're going to be in the same pattern. But I am going to bring out some Poscas on that as well. No, me either. So you've just told us something we didn't know. Which one is January, Lozzie? What's on January's page? Okay, so we're just going to come down here with our cinnamon and very lightly apply that in. Oh, I love her. Hey, Mark. Thank you. I can never say her name. Shoemaker. I don't like to butcher it. Neleki. I think she's amazing. It's another one that I really want to get round to. If I had faster fingers, I would do so much more with you all and a better back. Trust me. But now I'm okay with my editing software and I'm very familiar with it now. I want to start introducing a monthly colour along on that and use the streams more for the like testing, the fun, and yeah, I want to do the colour alongs. I think we'll do one every now and then, like, but I've really, what would you prefer? Oh, and we have an amazing surprise giveaway. Melody has sent you guys something and it should be here on Monday. So next week I will be doing a giveaway with it and you are going to scream when you know what it is. Hey, Charlotte. So stay tuned, but I am going to be doing the giveaway in the live stream and not on an upload. I'm just going into the middle because YouTube changed a lot of guidelines and I think for safety reasons they withhold, I don't know why, I think there's been a lot of stuff going on in the comments community, and there's been a big change. So they have reviewed all their guidelines, and they withhold a lot of comments from YouTubers. And that means I sometimes miss people's comments. And if somebody, I felt dreadful when somebody comments that they would like to enter a giveaway and YouTube does not show that to me on my screens. Not just that, they often withhold comments and I never see them, and people say I said so and so and I have never seen them. So I'm going to be doing it in the actual stream. Oh, Leela, hi. I know, right? I'm the same with her stuff. She's one of my absolute favourites. And I'm coming over to dark chocolate again. So I will be doing the giveaway next Saturday. If there's any change, I've got Tilly at the vet's on Thursday. So as long as she's okay, next Saturday I will do a giveaway on stream. So if you want to have a chance, I will strongly recommend that you come to the beginning of the stream and get a chance of winning. So thank you to Melody. Hey, Bunny, because she has spoilt you guys rotten with this one. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for you all. So we're going to just thank you so much to her. She's an absolute amazing person. So I cannot, when she told me that she got this for you guys, I was just like, wow, you're going to blow their mind. So stay tuned because there is an amazing giveaway coming up. And that's going to be next week. Okay, so I'm going to just grab a Posca. And what I'm going to do now, this is a brown Posca pen. And oh, that's okay. Hi, Pamela. You lurk away. And I'm just going to take out that black line. I'm going to deepen up with some black as well. But I'm just going to take out that horrible black line. And we're going to get some black in on this. I think we've got Midnight Black, but I'm going to use a Prismacolor black. And see how much I just love taking out the black lines on them. So let us grab a Prismacolor black. Where did I put that? No way, Ray. Hold on. Oh, look, they really do. Right, you ready, guys? This is what the Prismacolor watercolor pencils look like. And we didn't even, oh, no, come on, folk. There we go. That is what the Prismacolor watercolor pencils look like. I didn't even know they existed. There you go. Do you have them in the US then? I'm going to have to go hunting for these now. Let's stop showing me things. I know. No, oh, no way. Oh, why are you hiding this information from me? Oh, my goodness. What? Oh, you need to start using them. Okay. 935. This is a Prismacolor. A black. And just on the underneath of this part where it kind of shadows it, I'm just going to add a little bit of black just to make it look like there's a shadow. And we're going to get a little bit of white in on this as well, but at the very top where there is a little bit of a reflection. And like in between these little tiny acorn, they're like husks, I suppose. They're like a little husky part. I'm just not on the actual chocolate bits. I'm just going to deepen that up a tiny bit, just like that. I know. I'm like, what is going on? Why are people not telling me? And let's get this. Can you see what I mean? We're going to highlight that part. Okay. We're just going to add that here as well. It's crazy. I did not know that existed. There we go. We learned something today. Well, I've certainly learned something today. And Honor had them the whole time. Are they still on Amazon then? Just wondering, in the US, the UK. Okay, so we need the white Posca. Have I put one in here? Yeah, go on, enable us all. I'll allow it. Okay, and we just got the white one here. I'm hoping this, there we go, just make sure it works. And this is just going to go, you know, in little bits. Every now and then one of my Poscas is very watery. I never know why, because I'll give it a good, you know, good old shake. We're just going to make them. This is why you're around people who just as bad, so it doesn't matter. Like if you sat in a room with your family and said all this, they'd give you the look. Although my mum wouldn't, because she's just as bad, if not worse. Okay, so that is kind of how I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put a little highlight there. I'm just going to leave them like that, and the others are going to be the same. Now, as for her, I'm thinking I'm going to go with dark colours because she's very dark orientated, like themed, isn't she? So I'm going to come to this dress and I want to do it in greens with a black brown feel to it. So I'm going to look at the colours that we've got, although I might go over to a Prisma or two on this one because I want to leave the forest colour. Or maybe a purple haze in there as well. And there's something called charcoal green in the Scorpions. So I'm just going to grab that and I'll show you what that one's like. It's a really nice green. Hold on, let me find it. Did I mix them up? Knowing me, I have. I know what I'm like. So charcoal green, where are thou? Where art thou? That's green grass. That's another green. I'm trying to find it now. I think I put it in something else. Where are you? Oh my goodness me. So it wants to hide from me. I'm just pulling all my greens. There it is, I think. Yeah, charcoal green. Okay, so my charcoal green is a really nice deep green. It's like it's really nice. I like that. It's like more of a grey green. And I really want to put that into there, and I want to have red in there as well. So she's going to have that as a predominant colour, and she's also going to have some brown in there, which will probably be like the brown bug, which I want that colour to go on these parts, like her hem and her like top of her dress. So we're going to use that. We might fade out that. No, it's a bit too contrasting. This is why it's good to do it beside it. Yeah, that's a nice one. We're going to have a little go. That's forest. Now, I want that more for the forest of her. And, hey, anyone coming in? Hi, Sharon. I want that more for the forest behind her. That is way too bright. That's never going to work in a million months of Sundays. As is that. That's like bright green. So we're just having a little test note. So I'm looking at these here, so those are more heading where I want them to go. Okay, and then we want a red in there as well, but like a blood diamond red to go in with that. That's a really nice one. Hi, Christina. Hi, everyone coming in. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you're all good. Okay, so I'm going to go for that brown bug. So we're going to get the cards, and we're going to just use Black Widows for the moment. As I said, I'm going to try and do this predominantly in Black Widows and just head over to the, I'm going to take these off the ring because they're going to drive me a bit loop-de-loop because look. So I'm going to leave that there for you. I'm going to try and do it predominantly in the Black Widows because a lot of people have them and there's not really many colour alongs using them out there. So I thought we're going to make use of them because they are amazing. Quite a lot of people got them in the Friday deals as well and bought the entire set. So we're going to try and make use of them because a lot of them are just sitting there otherwise and we're not using them. So we're going to try and use different sets every now and then, and you know, get some use out of them instead of them rotting. Okay, so I've just got to find the colours. I need to separate them really. I don't think I'm going to get masses done today, but we'll try and get as much done as possible. Oh, that's okay, April, and happy birthday to your daughter. Thank you so much, Donna. You're always so complimentary. Like, really, you are. You're always complimentary. Okay, so I'm just trying to find these. You all are. And I'm really, really, really bad at taking them, but I'm okay saying thank you. Okay, so we've got blood diamond, which I'm going to need. I need midnight. See, I like the wash purples and okay. I'm trying to find this now. Just bear with me. Oh my goodness, Pat! Bless your heart. Thank you so much. I just looked on that caught my eye. Jesus, thank you. Next month, when it comes through, I swear to you, I'll get them and I'll show you. I'm waiting. I have to wait. We're a month behind, and YouTubers who have got this know that we are a month behind on anything, ad revenue, and sometimes you don't get anything, you know, and other times you have to reach a certain threshold point, whatever it is, and when that comes through, you're a month behind. So when I get the next one, I'll get, you know, a little haul and I'll bring it here, and I don't particularly I need to get refills. So thank you so much, Pat. Oh my goodness. You start me off again the next Saturday. Oh, my heart, bless you. Thank you. And you all know everything that you give goes straight back and I get something with it and we use it, or we wait and I get some refills like Prismas, and you know how it goes. Hi, Becca. That's okay. Lurk away. I'm fine with, do you know, I'm going to end up just telling you what it is because I can't find the card. And I'll be here forever. Have I got stick? Please don't tell me I had it out this entire time. Oh, there, I found it. Oh my gosh. How long did that take? Hey, Katrina. How long did that take? Half an hour? Okay, we're going to go for brown bug. Brown bug. Okay, so we're going to go into these sections, you know, these little parts of a dress. We're going to do the dress first. So we will just not the entire length because you want to put some red in there as well. This is going to be your deepest part. So if you're going to go for a minimal palette, kind of looking at the colours that you want to pick. I know that I want a dark, and I know that I want it with greens and like that. Really nice, deep, earthy reds, like, you know, the autumnal red. So look at palettes, look at what you like to do. I'm finding that I'm leaning more towards doing really limited palettes in my stuff anyway. I think it's one of those things I think a lot of us do. I can see you, Kaylin. I notice you, but please don't bombard the streams with loads of emojis. That's the only thing, but you're welcome here, and hiya. There's no need to cry, I can see you. Okay, we're going to go for blood diamond next. Okay, and again in that I'm just going to put that into that brown bug. They're very similar in colour. This just takes it up to a bit more of a red colour. And oh my gosh, I'm just thinking, Pat, I've never tried. Yeah, we'll have to try them. It's going to be like in a month or so though, because it is a month or a month behind. So whatever is this month comes next month, if that makes sense. Like the end of next month it will come. So then I can order them. Okay. And then again, I'm just going to put some more brown bug just to deepen that up. And you can always use that just to shade it out. And you can use black as well. Black is just one of those things that you can just add if you want to deepen up, but not overflow it with. But yeah, it's just going to kind of keep her a little bit more of a red tone. And then Blood Diamond. Hold on, let's put that in the screen for you. Okay. Right, and then again with the down there, we're going to go back to brown bug. So the hem here, and I'm going to keep it on the underneath. So if you're looking at hems of dresses, just kind of follow down and keep it, meet it a little bit as you're coming into like a crease. Who's looking forward to Halloween? I'm so looking forward to Halloween. It is my favourite time of year, hence why I really want to do a Halloween colour along. In the editing, you know where I upload. I really want to focus on doing one of those. And I might do a vote on a Halloween picture and start it at the beginning and do it in 4 steps, like over 4 weeks. So 4 parts, week 1, week 2, pre-record it. I'm kind of edging towards the new Clara Markova book and the Halloween pictures. I'm looking forward to seeing what Vicky starts today, because there's quite a lot of autumnal and Halloween stuff in there. But if not, the other Clara Markova books have got some really great Halloween pictures. Yeah, I do. Doris colouring Artesia she's got for her birthday. How cute. So you get her into it already. Always start looking forward. Yeah, I do as well. I kind of want to put the decorations up, but I think no, it's a bit too early. I've got to wait for the beginning of October because Andrew will say, oh, it's too early. I love it so much. Okay, and back over to Blood Diamond. Yeah, Joanne, Monday as well. Monday here. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's just one of those times of year, and there's too many pictures for Halloween. This is kind of Halloween themed, isn't it? Really Halloween themed. Oh, really? That's fine. Time out then. I've got some great ones, Zelie. Do you know? Right. I'll show you the big mumbo jumbo book. I was updating my book last night. Oh, yeah, no, thanks, Ray. I think once you start with all the emojis, I think, just bear with me 2 seconds. I can get your ideas now. Okay. So what I was doing last night, I was in bed, as you do, and I was planning, hey, Emma, hey, Nanamo. I was sitting there planning next year's colour alongs. So just, I'm detracting for 2 minutes. I promise you we're coming back. Just detract for just 2 minutes. Okay, so this is an inventory of colouring books that I own, and I was going through them and updating them, and I came across some books I forgot I had. You know how it goes. But right, I was sitting here planning next year's colour alongs. Okay, so I'm going to get your ideas on them and see what you think whilst I colour. I think it's a good idea. Hi, Connie. Hi, everyone. It's so good to see you, ladies. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready? Do you want to have some? We can bounce some ideas off of each other. I've got all but one, I think. I've got them all, but see what you think. Okay, so we're just on Blood Diamond. So January. Are you ready? Drum roll. Let's see what you all think. January is going to be the Time Machine colour along. And that is either you're going to colour something past or future, not the present. So if you could get in a time machine, you can colour something from the past or something from the future. So that's like any nostalgic books. It can be one like the 80s, the 90s, the 60s, the 50s. There's so many books out there that jumps back in eras. It can be Victorian. It can be, you know, like the royalty from years ago. It can be ancient books, it can be vintage books, or it could be very futuristic books with robots, with time machine travel, with anything like that. I thought the time machine colour along might be a good one. I can see a lot of people doing more so jumping back in time rather than forward. But I thought that would be a good idea. That's the first one. Thank you so much, Nana. Yeah, no, of course I will. I haven't set them in stone though. I was going to bounce them off everyone anyway, and I was going to see what you thought. I always do, and put it in the group as well to see what everyone thinks. But I was sitting there having a little, like, it took me a couple of hours. I was sitting there brainstorming in bed last night. I was a bit bored in bed, and I thought, let me just get it. I updated on my book. Then February would be double page party. Yeah, you could do mechanical stuff because very futuristic, robotic. That's it. You can do like robotics because that's very futuristic, isn't it? Hey, Sabrina. So good to see you. I hope you're better. Yeah, time travel. Okay, second one, double page party. So you've got to colour a double page spread. Any book then. That doesn't limit you. It just means that you have got to do a double page spread. So it's going to be double page party. So I thought that was another one. I've not sort of set them in stone. I've just thrown some ideas on some paper. Yeah, okay. March. I have thought to do Pop Manga March. So it's Camilla de Erica, although you could do any manga inspired picture, but Pop Manga March is more Camilla de Erica. I mean, she's amazing. We've all got her books. I think we've all neglected her books for a little while, so we get the opportunity to grab those out and do something with that. Good, I'm so glad to see you. Okay, next one. All for the ladies here. Sorry, but I'm having a very feminist moment. Colour female empowerment. So any strong female character in those books, any sorcerer, any witch, any strong feeling picture of what makes you feel strong as a woman. Oh, that's okay, Sue. Thanks for popping in. It was so nice to see you. Have a good day. And so strong colour female empowerment. So this is one for the ladies. Even the men, don't, you know, I'm not being sexist. I'm just saying. Let's get a nice, strong female empowerment. We all have those moments where we doubt ourselves. We have those moments where we don't feel good enough, or we feel like we've got too much pressure on ourselves, and something that makes you feel strong. So I thought that would be a good one. I really fancy doing something like that. Okay, May, the Momo May along. So Momo girls. That's okay, hubby. Oh, Jamie, I wish you best, darling. Jamie had a knee operation. So did Francis yesterday, funnily enough. So I hope you feel better, Jamie. Go take care. What else do we have? I need to find the charcoal grey. And then we have, are we ready for another one? So we've got the Bastard Blooms in June 2. So it speaks for itself. Or any Bastard Bloom, any of the Joanna books, because, well, she started this all off for most of us. These, anyone can take them as well. You know, you can double, if anyone wants to double up with me every now and then, I'll invite someone and we can double up, and, you know, we can do a double collaboration month where two of us, like Francis is on with the Strangeling September with me this month. No. And then, yeah, there's just something fun. I like planning ahead. There we go. There's our charcoal green. Okay, then we've got the Kirby colour along, but Kirby colour with a K. Kirby colour along. Everyone loves Kirby. I think he's probably the most favourite in the community, amongst many. So the Kirby colour along. Are you waiting for that? I love the next one. Okay, charcoal green, we're on next. So I'm going to start to plan where I want this to go. It's quite a large area, so I'm going to go really lightly to start with, right? I'm going to just do it by the side. Okay, then I've thought about, this is not set in stone, the astronomical August. Take care, Becca. Thanks for coming. Astronomical August. So anything space, galactic, astronomy, zodiac sign. So we've got loads of books that have got portraits around the zodiac. Anything space, it's just galactic, spatial, astronomical, just, yeah, anything good like that. I like anything like that. And I think quite a lot of us like doing the zodiac signs, and there's a lot of you've even got the Mystic Art mirrors, Galaxy Girls that you can do in that. So Astronomical August might be a good one. Then we've got Colorist Beware, You're In For A Scare Too. So that's obviously as Halloween around that time. Then we've got Fish Tails and Scales. I'm not doing it by order of what month I'm doing it. I'm just throwing them out there. Yes, Fate is cool. And, you know, you've even got Tanya Bond's Zodiac one. Oh, so many books, isn't there? So Fish Tails and Scales is quite, you know, mermaid-like. Fish, sea creatures. You could even flip it round and do scales in maybe a reptile. I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe I'll keep it. I haven't put anything where I've planned it exact yet, but I'm just kind of picking things. Okay, so I'm just putting a base down here. Okay, and then maybe colour your favourite book. Really? Actually planted them. So hashtag colour your favourite book. So everyone's got a favourite, even though you like many. Everyone's got a favourite. So maybe colour your favourite book would be a good one. You pick out your most favourite book. You might not have visited it for a while because there's so many other things that come out. It'd be a good thing to just go back, pick up your favourite one. We could even colour your first book. So we can go back to our first book. I don't know. I'm not decided on that one yet. Favourite or first, but one or the other. So it'll either be your first book that you got or you coloured in, or your favourite book. One or the other. Well, this is the problem I have, but your favours, I think it changes. That's why I might do first. So maybe colour your first book rather than your favourite, because I find it very hard, even though mine would be Serene, and it probably will be till, you know, I'm no longer around, but I think it's very hard for that because a lot of our tastes do change. So, yeah. And then in December, I haven't quite decided that one yet, but I'm thinking maybe to colour Dark Side December. So colour a Christmas picture, but colour in a dark Gothic theme. Colour them dark, not all the reds and the greens and the golds and the festive feels. We're going to colour it like a Gothic side. So there are quite dark. I know Ennis Guerrero can be quite good for that. Deborah Muller's got a couple of Gothic books, but maybe a Dark Side December. Something that resembles the dark side. Would that be a good one? Yeah, like gothy, I don't know, something along that. I just thought maybe everyone does like a, you know, Valentine's ones and spring ones, and they're going to be out there. So I was thinking, let's do something different. And it's the same with Christmas. Christmas time, people usually always do the really nice fluffy ones, and I love doing them. But there'll be so many of them out there. Maybe we should do a dark side twist. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking out loud here. So I was sitting there planning this. I was watching Once Upon a Time in bed, and, you know, it's about, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night, and I grabbed my folder and I was laying in bed, and I just thought, let's brainstorm. So they're just a few. If there's any there that I'll tweak, I'll let you know, but they're just what I've got down at the moment. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going for a very light coating of this because it's quite a large space. So what I'll do now is I'm going to come in with a, hold on, let's see what one that is. No, that's not the colour I'm looking for. Maybe I'll go for Forest. Let's try Forest. Okay, Okay, so we're going to mix these two out, charcoal and forest. Hi, Candice. Yeah, Dark Darlings. See, Deborah Muller has got some really great books out there if you want to do something a little bit more simplistic, not too detailed, and she gives you that option to have the Gothic side. She's got Goth Christmas, hasn't she? And she does quite a lot of Gothic dark twists. So there is there, but also Enis Guerrero is a very dark themed. She does a lot of her illustrations quite dark. So she's another one. There's quite a few. Okay, so I'm finding on this paper on larger areas, the Black Widows are not blending out as easy. So I'm just going to take my time with this. I'm going to put the charcoal green also, you know, there with it. I'm going to blend it out. But I'm thinking maybe I need to bring in a Prismacolor with this one. We'll see. So we'll take our time on larger spaces. Okay, so I'm going to come back to the charcoal green on that part and just see if I can blend that out. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, it blends out with the charcoal green. So I'm going to keep that middle. It's like a grey green, the charcoal green. It's really, really nice. I'm going to keep that into the middles. We'll see what happens. It's quite oily. I think they are oil based. We'll see. Okay, I'm quite liking how it will turn out. It's just going to take some time. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you. Yes, she does. But I think I want something in there to resemble Christmas. So it could be like you got something in there that resembles Christmas, but it's got to be dark side rather than you know, the usual fluffy Santa Clauses. And then also don't forget, every year we have the Advent over on Instagram, which is usually on Rita Berman's books, where we do the Advent. Me and Ray can continue ours because we didn't finish it. We really didn't finish that last year. We're halfway through, so we can continue. So Rita Berman in her book has the 25 Days of Christmas, the Advent page, if you've not got it. And on Instagram, every year they do the Advent colour along. So each day, one a day, you colour the Advent. Yeah, Earring's got some amazing pages. Okay, back over to Forest. Oh, I didn't. I looked through it the other day and I thought, oh my gosh, I forgot all about that. And I need to come back to that. So I'm going to finish it this year. It's really hard to keep up with things though, isn't it? You finding the more you buy, the more that comes out, the more you fall in love with, the harder it is to choose. And we all get that, where we get a slump then, I think, well, for me personally. Okay, I'm just going to deepen that up quite, you know, quite obviously, so that as you come out, you can fade it out. I'm finding my slumps probably happen more when I get excited too much for everything and then I don't know what to choose, so I choose nothing at all. And it's really hard to strip it back then and find something that you want to colour. And I'm finding that's more and more and more. Oh, yes, she does. Yeah, you showed me that one. Yes, she does. Of course she does. On her Etsy store, right. Okay, I'm just going to come over to black. Where's my black gone? There's so many pages out there, everyone, and if you know, if you want to sort of have a little mooch around, you can, and you will find that there are so many things out there to enjoy. I'm just going to get my black before I continue with my greens, and I'm just going to plan out where I want to put the light shadows on this. So we're just going to go on the underneath here. So when you're planning anything, just, you know, don't be afraid to put it down, and you can blend it out after. I don't know how much of this will get done today, but the acorns I'll do in my own time because we've done one and the others will be in the same fashion. And when we come back, then I think we'll have to try and do her hair and the background on the next one and have a longer string. And as I said, there'll be an amazing giveaway next Saturday, although I have got Tilly at the vet's again because her lump has just grown at a crazy rate, and as long as like she hasn't got to have any small operation or anything, they did mention that she might have to have one. So I'm hoping that if she does that, you know, it's not next week and I'll be around. But yeah, I am back at the vets with her in the week. Yeah, she's getting older now, and it's horrible because you want to protect them for everything, but you can't, and you just want to make sure that they're okay. But this lump of hers grown, and it's grown really, really large in comparison to what it was. And she's not ill, which is, so I'm not thinking it's anything sinister, but it is affecting her because she keeps opening it and nibbling it and biting it, and it's becoming now very worrying because every time she opens it, it's a lot of blood, and she's only tiny. She's like palm of my hand size, you know. Take care, Joanne. Thank you. What kind of bits do you reach and gravitate? People, my books, something that makes me happy. So if I'm having a slump, which I generally do quite often, and I usually, in a weird way, around this time of year. So we're not finished yet on this. I've not blended it out yet. I'm just getting it to the point where I want to blend it out, if that makes sense. Okay, overcoming a slump. I don't know about you, but I'm very, around this time of year, colder weather starts. I'm just saying, this is just how I see it, right? Colder weather starts, pain starts to up because it's in the joints and the bones and whatnot, and your mood really starts to go a little bit meow, right? So then it's really hard to get inspiration from anything, and then you have a slump. This is me, by the way. I'm just speaking on behalf of myself here. So I have that where I beat myself up for a little while and I say, why am I not colouring? I've got all these amazing books staring at me. I pull a stack out. I get Andrew to bring me like 20 books because he can lift them through, and I'm like, give him the job of taking them all back, bless him, and whatnot. And I get him to pull me just a random bunch of the hardback books. Okay, I'm going over to my charcoal green. And I will look through. I'll tell you what I look through. I'll get inspiration from Nick Filbert. I always get him to get my Kirby Roseanne's books because his illustrations make me happy. I always get a Jasmine Beckett Griffith book out because, again, she inspires me. I go on Instagram and I'll have a look at what people are colouring in, and I find that my Instagram feed is full of amazing people and amazing accounts that I can't tell you is like a daily lifesaver, because I know I get told off by Instagram so much that I need to take a break. Does anyone else do that? Take a break. You know, you spent too much time. Your daily time on here was like 3 hours today, and I'm like, oh my gosh, have I spent that much time on there? But I have. And then I'll grab one of the first books I fell in love with, and I always grab a Hannah Lynn. Her stuff makes me happy, and a Disney. And I'll sit and flick through those for ages, and I'll be happy with the book. I'm happy that I'm looking through it. But then again, I still can't pick something. So then I look at whips, and is there any whips that I want to go back to? Sometimes not. And then, do you know, I end up just picking a random page, and I think, right, sometimes it's a person, it's very rarely an animal. It never's going to be an animal because fur's not inspiring to me at all. It's usually always a portrait or something where I can sit and practice skin or hair, or because those things make me happy. I'm finding this really, really hard to blend out on this paper, but we'll go for it. Just that kind of thing, you know. I just sit and flick through, and then I usually do land on something in a book that I come to regular. And Serene's another one. I'll do little bits in at a time. That is my most favourite book in the world. And I say as well, if you're having a slump like I am, do something that makes you happy. And Kirby and Nick and Jasmine and Hannah Lynn are my go-tos for that, and Disney. And I won't post everything up because I don't finish everything. But even if I do a little bit at a time and go to it, it makes me happy. Oh, hi, KP. There you go. You went back to something that made you happy, isn't it? Ah, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing that. Hold on. Let me show you guys. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready for the beast? The beast. Right, hold on. There we go. Okay. So this is where I'm at with this. Hold on. Let me turn that lighting down for you. Yeah, this is a humongous page. It is so big. I'm like, oh my gosh, and the detail. So I've done a lot of this detail. I've taken a lot of the white line, black lines out as well. This is taking me forever. But I don't know what to do with the background yet. I might do a black background, not quite sure. Oh, she's here. Katie. You know your mum too well. But yeah, and I don't know if you can see with that. But I took out quite a lot of the lines with Posca pen. So I've got like a blue Posca on that one, a green Posca on that one, another green, a red. On the lava, I've got red Posca. I put some additional bits popping out. I put a pink one and a white one on that one. Just took out loads and loads of Poscas on it, and I put loads of detail with Poscas, as you can see, on the scales and fine liners. I've been using, let me show you. I've been using Stabilo fine liners. I've got to get another pack of these, these, and I've been like grabbing my, say my greens, and in there I've been going like round in random circles with them, and my Staedtler fine liners. I'm using Prismacolors and fine liners and Poscas, and yeah, I'm having a great old time with him. Some of you have already done it and it's amazing, but I'll turn that down a bit more so you can see. It's like depth. There you go. I'm really enjoying the page, and as I said again, Kirby is an amazing artist, and so is Jasmine, and they're my go-tos. And Nick Filbert. Okay, I've come back. Aww. I know, Shannon, you finished. Some of you have already finished and you're like way ahead, and there's no time. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really am enjoying it. Look at Desiree's picture she's just sent me. She's doing a Mysteria. Look at those ambers in her necklace. Can you see that? They're so realistic. And her hair, look at that. They're just amazing. Yeah, so if you go to Dino Body Colour, hold on, let me show you. You can see the amazing feed. Dino Body Colour in Instagram. There are so many people that are on it. Look at that. And oops, look at the detail. I'm loving this. I'm going through them all and I'm like, wow, you guys are just incredible. Look. Oh, 1 minute. There we go. Can you see all of them? They're just amazing. So if you go to Dino, look, oh, this one blew me away as well. Look at that one with the pinks, and by Emily Illustrator. She's got a channel, right? I know she has. But look at that. And then I'm baffled. She starts off with that. She ends up with that. It's just crazy amazing. She's incredible. She's from South Africa. Go and have a look at the feed and you'll be blown away. She starts off with loads of mess and ends up with a masterpiece. It's incredible. Incredible. Amazing people. So talented. Oh my gosh, you're all just crazy talented. Okay, so I'm still with the charcoal green, just blending that out, and I'm going to come up to this part here and I'm going to make those. I'm going to put some colour into that light, the olive gold, and I'm going to put some into that part there with the other colours. I know, it's crazy. Everyone is just incredible. Hey, Jane, I hope you're feeling better. Jane also had an operation. The name the body colour. Hold on, let me write it on the screen, in the thingy for you. So it's hashtag. Oh, where am I? I can't even see. It's hashtag Dino Buddy Colour without the U. So you just look that up on Instagram, and there's just so many people that are doing it. Okay, so I'm going to grab my olive gold, and I'm just going to put some into the middle of each of these leaves. Just into the middle. No, so not anywhere else, just in the middle. And we're going to fade that into the greens. Okay, so I don't want that too much. I just want a hint of it in there. And then we can put that in with our forest and then our charcoal. So the forest is going to come next. Oh, lovely. Yes, just nice big cup for me. A nice big cup. Okay, so I'm finishing a bit earlier today, and Vicky's streaming straight after. I think it's 6. Because sometimes I go over 3 hours, but yeah, today's going to be 2 hours. I will be here on Tuesday, and I will be able to announce your amazing, amazing giveaway prize, which, as I said, Melody is really spoiled everyone, bless her. So we'll have to give her a big thank you and a big shout out for the opportunity for everyone to be able to win. You know, it's an incredible gift. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my charcoal green. Hi Rochelle, how are you? Good to see you all. Hope you're having a good weekend. Right, and I'm just going to go into all of this before we deepen up each part. So we've got to put a little bit more of that yellow, but we will do. And we've got to deepen up. I'm going to put some black in, and I'm going to keep it quite dark, but you have to get the colour down first. So layer up some colours, mix the colours together. It does change it when you put the forest in, because if you did it flat, it's not going to have that same green. So we are putting in, you know, a mixture that goes really well together. Okay, so go back to your olive gold, and now I'm just going to reintroduce that into the middles. It makes a difference when you layer up. Yeah, hiya Tammy. I will get back to that one, Maria, with watercolour. I know, me too, Lozzie. It's a community I've been a part of for so long now, over 4 years, 4.5 years, and it's home, it's family to me. So I'm incredibly blessed I found everyone too. Okay, we're going to go to black, and this is a Prismacolor black before we do anything else. I'm just going to deepen up because the black is always going to give the detail. I'm just going to come to the outer parts of these leaves just to kind of make it stand out. And we're getting ever so closer to the Colouring Heaven event. And so if anyone in the UK is going to the Colouring Heaven event, which is in Bath next month, it is growing ever closer. And I hope you're all excited, and we can get... Who's going to say, hi, Helly, Helly. I absolutely love that. It makes me laugh and smile every time. If you are going, who is saving up so they can buy something at Jasmine's shop? Because she's got a shop that she's like a pop-up shop that she's taking with her. I'm hoping she's got some of her Disney stuff, so that we can put our Disney stuff in my basket. I really want some of her Disney stuff, because she can't sell it online, can she? Only in a private one, but because it's Disney, it's got copyright around it. I'm wondering if she'll have it at her stall. Because if she does, I really want the Princess and the Frog Tiana. She's my favourite. I'm obsessed with that film at the moment. That and Moana is my most favourite. But I think I just listen and watch Princess and the Frog quite frequently. And Tiana is one of my absolute favourite characters now. But Moana, I think, is top spot. Well, not think, is top spot. I'm just going underneath with black here. And I really want one of her prints of Tiana. Yeah, me too, KP. Have you seen it? Isn't it? I love it. Okay. So I'm really liking the colour of that dress now. I think I'm just going to do that with like a charcoal green and then black. I'm not going to fussy with it at all. Okay, so we're going to go for a black widow. I think if you buy something from a shop, you get a discount. Am I right? You get a discount on a pin, or you get a free pin, one of our enamel pins. I think. Someone quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. Okay, so I'm going just with the charcoal green. And then I'll get the black as well. So this is just the flat like grey green. It's very grey. Oh, me too. I've started one in that. I'll show you in a minute. I think it's in the cupboard next to me. I started one. Oh, I can show you on my phone. I did take a picture. So I started one in the Jasmine. It's Jasmine and is it the Slivery something or another? I can't remember. I started that one. It's barely done, but you know the one with the eyes that I didn't like, oranges and stuff. You can't really see the detail, but I started her. And I just need to do the mask that she does and do the rest. But I did start it. Okay, so this is black Prisma. And also the Victorian Colorathon next week schedule is up. If you want to know who's streaming and when, the schedule is there, and it's a whole jam-packed 3 days. Charcoal green again, guys. I'm just going to blend that black out, and I'm going to get the white Posca in a second. Yeah, it's a whole 3 days, a streamathon. That is the live streaming channel schedule, so you can hop on over to them when you can and when you want. There's so many people that are involved in that, so that'll be a nice event for everyone to take part in. Okay, let's shake up this Posca pen. And I'm just going to put on the outside a little bit. I'm not doing much. And I'm just going to add where I want it to go. I'm just going to do some on here. And just a little bit, I think. Okay, so every single one's going to have a tiny little bit just on those dots. Not much. I don't want to overdo it. KP, are you going to do an impromptu again today? I enjoyed that last week. You were hilarious. There we go. Yeah, let's hope that she's got a nice stall for us that we can go and just bombard and buy. Okay, let's come over to these socks. I want to keep it within her dress. So I am going to do a red again, I think. I think we're going to go for the blood diamond first. There we go. Okay, so we are using the Black Widows. So we're coming down to this sock. So I'm going to do every other one. So I'm just going to mark it. Otherwise, know me. You know what I end up doing? I end up, if I don't mark it, just very likely, if I don't mark it, I'll mess it up. I know I choose the wrong one. So I'm just marking where I'm putting them. No, KP, I'm the same. Trust me. That's what I was talking about. I've been in a terrible slump and I'm finding it hard to, in my own time, pick a pencil up or get inspired. But I have been trying stuff. Oh, and do you want to see my latest attempt? Okay. So this doesn't, don't laugh, but this is an attempt at a watercolor painting from scratch. And it's my first time that I've done a lion, and it didn't come out exactly how I should have done. But I did this, and this is all watercolor, like abstract type, and it didn't come out how I wanted it to, and I've still got to put some detailing in. But his eyes look wonky, and his face isn't looking right. But it's all watercolor, and I did enjoy it, but it didn't turn out to how I wanted it to. And yeah, I mean, my drawing skills are bad, but it's just this mine, isn't it? And I've still got details to do. It's not finished. It's in progress, but I've still got some what have I got to do? Some pencil, and I just wanted to do a few more splodges, but yeah. Oh, thank you. When it was my third ever painting, and it was one of those loose ones, and I am trying to learn, but you get there bit by bit, don't you? It's out of my comfort zone entirely. Yeah, no, but he really didn't look how I had in my head. But then again, I say this to everyone, don't be harsh, and I'm harsh on myself, I know. But yeah, I did try that. And the next one I'm going to do is some pastel pencil hair. So once I learn the gist of them, we're going to do something with the pastel pencils, because again, they're a learning curve. I don't know, anybody else have problems with pastel pencils? Or not problems, but they're not comfortable with them. They're quite a hard, for me, they're quite a hard technique without them looking all muddy. And pans, get back to the pans. I love the pans. Hey, Nick and T. It is harder than it looks, isn't it? Thank you. It is harder than it looks. People think that, it's going to come out like, well, me. Your expectations against reality. That's what we need to talk about. Expectations against reality, and how hard something is to learn, and it's not going to happen first time round. Brown bug. So I'm just going to deepen this before we add anything to it. So, yep, expectations against reality. We put quite a lot of expectations that it's going to come out exactly like the artist. We're learning, and that's my thing I need to get in my head, is that it's not going to be like the art. Well, it's going to be like it. It's not going to be exact. And we see something and want it to be exact, but it's not reality. Reality is not that. It's hard, isn't it? They do go muddy. Okay. So if you're learning something new at the moment, or if you've got a new medium, what one are you finding most difficult? Okay, so now we can go back to our blood diamond. What medium are you not having problems with, but you're struggling with at the moment and you want to improve with? I'm not struggling, but I just want to improve so much with watercolors, and like really get to grips with how the ink, the pigment flows. And pan pastels. See, I want to do another pan pastel stream very shortly. Connie, I love them. And I know you're enjoying the watercolors too. And you were making me laugh so much with the where we dip the brush into the jar and that sound. I was laughing because I'm the same. I do it and I'm like, it's such a good sound. Michelle, that's my next. I bought this, Michelle, to try to do the charcoal. Where is it? It's on its way. Hold on. I'll tell you what I bought for that. It's coming from the US. I don't know why. Your orders. Hold on. Let me get it. It's the last thing I ordered. Keep going, Painty. Keep going. You'll get there. We just got to remember that, Okay, so this is charcoal paper by Strathmore. I think there's different colours in there. They're assorted colours. So, Michelle, I don't know if you've seen this one. I love gouache. I love gouache. I've been love using it. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's meant to be really, really good. So, I don't know if you wanted to try that. It's the Strathmore one. So, I ordered some. It's not here yet. And I want to try one of the charcoals on it as well and get messy. I love, my gosh, I absolutely love art. It makes my heart so happy. Everything about it just makes me happy. I think it's such an amazing creative outlet to get into. Yeah, have a look. Have a look. It's meant to be really nice. Hi, Kubra. Okay, so I'm only going to do like a slight, I think a slight off tint to the white. I don't want it completely white, but I don't want to take too much detract away from it because I do want them white. Because don't forget, this is all going to be green behind her and like stones and stuff. So the white will stand out. So I'm just going to take some of that white off and put some light mocha in. You could do it with grey or mocha, it won't matter. Just take some of the white off, gives it a little bit of a tint so that it stands out. We're going to get the black as well. Okay, so then we're going to go over to our Prismacolor black. If I find the card. So Prisma black. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on the underneath, and just on each one you can do a little tiny shadow, not too much, just a mini bit. It just gives it a little bit more life. Just be a little bit careful. What, on charcoal or papers or gouache, Tammy? Gouache is amazing. It's like it's a happy medium between both. Okay, and then just by her leg there, I'm just going to shadow it a tiny little bit. Okay, so if I just detract from that bit now, because we've kind of done that, just get a tiny, thank you. I'm just going to get a tiny bit of Posca on her. And we're going to come over to her wings. Oh, we got time to do our wings. Okay, so we're going to look at doing like what he's got and do the gold. I can't remember the colours what we did. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so we're going to look at our colours that we have in the Black Widow set. Or should I just go for the gold in her? Do you know what? I want a dark. I'm going to go for Prismas. I'm going to go Prismas on this because I want the gold out of the Prismas. I'm not going to do all Prismas, just that I really need the gold out of there. Thank you, Cynthia. Oh, so I think I'll do most of the colours in Prismas on her because I really like the colours and that I can use. Go for like darkers. Hold on. Oh, really, Tay? You've got to show it off sometime. You've got to show it off. Is it, have you got it on anything like Instagram or? Are you going to do, who's doing Inktober then this year? Who can sketch and draw, and you don't even have to be able to, but who's doing it? I really want to do it on little ATC cards so it's not daunting. And I've got ink and a pen, and I really want to try and do like one. I don't know what I want to do yet, but if I'm kind of thinking, and funnily enough, Susie said to me about an inspirational quote each day in ink, which I think was a nice idea. I had it in mind that I wanted to do something like that anyway. But I think it's a nice task if you want to learn or you want to grow, even if it's something arty. You don't have to be, you know, amazing. You can just do it for you. I don't think anyone can do it. You don't have to think that because you know, you see all these other artists doing it that you can't. You can. Anyone can do it. I've done quite a few and I do cover them quite often in my live streams, but yeah, we do them every now and then. But sure, I mean, I've been trying to do bits and bobs and I've pretty much covered them quite a lot, Freedom, because we do a lot of portraits. But we do have to do a couple. And where is my gold? I'm looking for my gold. I'll find it in a minute. Hold on, everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to find the colours. Do you know what would be quicker? Because I haven't got these prepared because I don't know what I'm doing on the stream until I come on stream. Okay, I found it. Flipping hell. Okay, so I'm going to go for metallic gold, bronze, and then I need a yellow. So in the Black Widow, maybe that olive colour would go really well. Where did I put that? There we go. Okay, so we'll get the olive gold. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to start off with the metallic gold in Prismacolors. If I need this certain tone, so I knew I had to come over to them. This is what I mean. What one set lacks in, another set will make up in. So if you can't find something in one set, grab it from another. That's what I tend to do. I tend to really mix my sets up. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to go for metallic gold, and I'm going to first put that down before I go with any other colour. I'm just kind of going to go in. This is Prisma now. I'm in a Prismacolor. So I'm going to try and get these. Try and get these done as quick as possible. Now, I am also going to put them in this part here. So I'm just going to plan it. And just going to bear in mind that the middle will have a lighter tone, and we're going to add a hint of like a holographic. So just come to the middle and just show where you kind of go with your colour. And the same here, I'm going to bring it to about here. And just plan it around about there. So that's kind of where I'm going to go. No, I've never even heard of them. I want it very forest-like, okay, quite dark and forest-like. I'm going to do it foresty. I might have to grab Prismas on that one. Pat, fill us in. Maria, I know that Lavella's Colouring is going to do a colour along with them pretty soon. I heard her say it on her channel. Lavella's Colouring. I think she was talking about the clean pencils and that she was going to do them. I think, yeah, I think if you've got Prismas, you've got all the colours that you really need. It's nice to use other pencil sets, and I think a lot of them perform on different papers differently anyway. But if you were going to ask me if you just wanted one set, I'd say get the Prismas. They're so versatile. But I do find that I will generally go to my Prismas a lot just to pick up colours that are lacking in other sets. I don't know if anyone else is the same. So say you've got your Black Widows. You need to then head on over to your Prismas to pick a pencil up that you're looking for a certain tone. You'll find it very hard to make that tone with the Black Widows. And I do that a lot, and it's the same in most sets. The only set I don't tend to do that with is the polys. I think they've pretty much got all the tones that you need as well. And I think that once you've got them, you don't really need to head on over. But I always mix my pencils. I very rarely use a set as they come. I will always mix them. And I just think that it's a good thing to do. I think if you've got different sets, it gets you using them all as well. It's nice to mix. I think they bounce off each other really, really nice. Yeah. Oh, and also, oh no, don't be sorry. Hi, Beth Ann. Never be sorry. Never come in and say sorry, because honestly, you know me by now. A stream's here at your leisure, in and out when you want. You have a life, and you can just come in, say hi, pop in, go, come back. Never say sorry. You've got kids, you've got a husband, you know. Same for you guys. You've got wives, you've got kids. So, or, you know, even if you're not married, you're still your partners. Don't ever say sorry for not being around. I would never, ever say a word. I used charcoal green and forest green in the Black Widow. Okay, so see on that part, it's kind of, I really like that already without like doing anything else. So now I'm going to bring in the bronze, which is in the Prismacolors again. One of my favourite go-to pencils in the set. I don't know if anyone else likes the bronze. I love it. I think it's one of my favourites because I seem to use it a heck of a lot. Just got to find it. It's in here because I use it all the time. I know it's here. Where are you? Stop hiding from me. Don't hide. Come back. No, where's that one? Okay, I need that after. Yeah, I mix them all the time. Oh, hold on, guys. I'm trying to find it now. It is here. I know it's here. I'm just going to mute you for a second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm just going to use bronze. I knew I had it. It was there. I just had it on my dinosaur, so I knew it was around. Okay, so I'm just going to mix some of that into that gold. So Prismas again. It is one of my favourite colours. I absolutely love it. Yes, KP. And mineral orange as well. I use it with quite often. It's very autumnal. Okay, so we're just going lightly at the minute because we're going to deepen these colours as we go along. So these parts are going to reflect light. Where I've left them white, leave them white because I'm going to reflect light off of them. You know, like you've got a holographic look. So we're going to reflect some light into these little sections as well. So these are going to be all like a metal, and some sections will reflect light and others won't. So I'm just going to try and capture that. And again, I'm just going to come very lightly because we've got to mix other colours in there too. Chocolate, bronze, pumpkin orange are such a good combination. I use that on my coppery colours. Gorgeous colours they are. Okay, so we kind of just got this going before we add anything else in. We're going to put some olive gold in the Black Widows. And again, this is going to take it to a little bit more of a light sort of gold. Again, keep a white area because we're going to reflect some light off of that. So just fade it upwards, not too much. But you can bring it into these parts a little bit more. Okay, so we're mixing Prismas and Black Widows here. This is a Black Widow. This is out of the dark skin tone set, I believe. Am I right? Yeah. So it's quite yellowy, you know, and I'm not sure I'd use it in a skin tone, but it's in that set. It's in the dark skin tone set. It's really nice. I like it. Okay, sweetheart, let me have a look. Where did you send it? Ah, there you are. Oh, I've never seen it. Okay, so this is the, oh, I've never seen this. This is the one that Pat's talking about. Art graph. I'm going to have to look that up. I'll look that up after. Thanks for sharing it. I'll have a look. Okay, then I want a really light green and a light pink, and they kind of reflect, don't they? They reflect like light. So they're going to be out of the Black Widows, I think. So we can go for like pastel purple and an Irish green. There you go, straight away. So you're going to put them in and they'll reflect. They're in the Scorpion set. They'll reflect some light. So pastel purple. And the Irish green. There we go. Okay, so all they're going to do, these are in the Black Widow sets. So, you know, like you've got a holographic look, very, very, very lightly I'm putting in this. And change over to the pastel purple. It's like it hits the light slightly and you're going to blend that in anyway. You know what I mean? It kind of reflects. I don't know if the fit out. I'll try enough to show you without it looking funny on your screens. I hope it's going to show it. So back to the pastel purple. It's the same with the top of this, because I'll wipe this bit out with a Posca and it will reflect light. Okay, so Irish green, pastel purple. Is that a holographic-y? I'll show you when, if you get a Posca pen at the top and take out that line, just that line where it is, when it's done, it will show it up. Okay, right? So again, I'm going to come back to metallic gold and we're going to deepen that up a little bit here now. So we're going to come over this part. Just deepen up. So just layer up, go over where you were. Bronze. So the entire wings are going to be like this. And anywhere that reflects light, I'm going to put those colours in. You know, like we do the holographic. Then we go back to olive gold. And that's the Black Widow set. So 2 are Prismas. Right. And then again, back to pastel purple. Just kind of make that bounce off at the top a little bit and blend that into your gold. And the same with, it will eventually, it usually comes in about a month or so, a new book. At the moment it's only on Etsy though, but it will come, KP. I know you love her stuff. And it, she always brings them out though after on there. And sorry, dark umber is just going to go on some parts of this to where we want it to be a little bit darker. So I'm just going to put that like on some of these cog parts or on the underneath. So you can see like where contrast comes, because you'll have dark and light, and that will really reflect when you put your little bit of brown in, right? So it's the same on anywhere that you put brown. Just kind of plan where you want that to go. It just makes all the difference. Makes all the difference, in my opinion. And I'll show you up close with our little magnifier. So if I get the little magnifier, can you see where the little light reflections will hit? And it will come down on there as well. So if you just keep with it. So I'm just going to have the dark umber in my hand for a minute and just going to kind of put where I want that to go. So I'm going to deepen up these circles to one side. And the same, when you're coming with anything with the wings, you can kind of just plan where you want your shading to go. So imagine you're looking at something. Where do you want darkest to go? Just think like that before you put it down. I'm not an expert. I say this all the time. I'm just showing you how I got it. You know, I'm not a teacher, but I can sort of teach my method, if that makes sense. Okay, then I'm going to go back. Oh, thank you. Okay, Connie, thanks for popping in. Have a good weekend. It's always lovely to see you. And then metallic gold again. Just going to deepen. Back to bronze. That's the idea. If we got some pencils, we can recreate a look. And Prismas can always do that. Olive gold. Right. So we're going to do that in all these little tiny sections. And then we're going to go back to the pastel pink, pastel purple. Going to make sure we bounce that light off, and we're going to put our little Posca pen detailing in. And then back to, and I'm not going to do the Irish green. Let me swap the Irish green. Swap it out. Let's do, why is the olive green? So, no, I don't like that one. Okay, let's go for this one then. The olive green is really bright and light. Look, it's not really olive. It's different. So we're going to swap that out. I'm going to put that one. There we go. I really like that. What do you think? I like it. Okay, so these little sections, should we quickly do those? We've got 20 minutes. Woo! Let's get it done. Metallic gold. Now, these areas I'll put a little bit more sort of, I'll make them stand out a little bit more with the dark umber because we need a little bit more shading on it. So, we're going to put where we want light to hit. So, we're going to do, I'm doing them all in like mechanical gold. So, we're going to keep with the mechanical gold. I don't want loads of different colours in them. I want to keep them as metal gold, antique looking as we can. Again, I'm just going to kind of put down where I want this to go there. Okay, I'm just thinking out loud now. Again, when I'm going into these areas, I'm kind of just thinking about where I want light to hit. So just planning it out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it. Okay. Again, I'm just going to put on the underneath here. Now, this is not her wing in the middle, so we're going to go straight on here as well. This is going to be a bit darker down here because the light's not going to be so much, so we're going to have a minimal area that's going to have it. This one's going to be a bit more darker, so we're going to have the underneath that's going to be more so. Again, the same with this part. I think the lightest area would be there, wouldn't it? So just a minimal amount. And with that one, because let's face it, she's against it. Oh, you did, Kenny. Maria wanted to go black. I'm going to have a black. You're so funny, Lozzie. Oh my gosh. And it's funny because I'm going to meet you all now, finally. Like the ones that are going, and Lozzie's going to be there, and Louise, and people that are, you're not just the screen name now. You're going to be somebody behind that screen name. We're like, hi. You'll hear me before you see me. All you'll hear is, hiya. And they'll be like, oh, there's Sam. Sam's there. Yeah, you'll hear me. Okay. So then I'm going to go over to, I'm going to scrap the bronze for a second. Of course you can, Kate. Of course you can. It is the Jasmine Beckett Griffith Coloring book, and it's a fantasy art adventure. It's this one here. I know April, for me it wasn't too much. Thankfully, I mean, you know, the train is only an hour and a half, so it wasn't like a ridiculous amount. Yeah, what I'll try and do, depending on like how I am, I'll try and do like a little rundown of the day for you all, if I've got enough like battery on my phone, because I'll probably have next to nothing by the end of it from taking pictures. So it's really hard. I can't like vlog with my phone as such. I might be able to do little silly snippets of it and catch you up on what happened, but I'll try and take pictures and post them, and I know people will. And we're doing the colouring Heaven 11Zs as well. We just got to do an event. Oh, that's another thing. I'm gonna have to ask Francis the best place that we can just book in advance to secure, because I think there's about 20 people going. So just to make sure that we've got a place to go eat cake, even though I can't eat the cake, I'll be watching you all, and have a coffee. Yeah, I'm the same. Go, Jodie, go. Go. You live once. You live once. I say this all the time. Okay, dark umber. Now I'm going to shadow. And I'm going to go on the underneath. Plus you're amongst friends. The thing is, you know, I know it's a lot for people that can't travel, and I'm one of them. Like, it's a lot on the body, but that is why I got medication. I have to remember that, and also, it's a once thing. You know, if it's a hit, they might do it again next year. It'll be a different event, probably like a different place they hold it, and yeah, see how I get on, and it's going to be fun. Just tell yourself it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And the tutorial aspect of it, I'm looking forward to most of all. Thank you. Okay, so again, I'm just coming back to my olive gold, and then we're going to put in a little bit more colour. So I'm just going to blend out what we've just done. So just blend. It all sort of merges and blends anyway. Okay, then I'm just going to get the green and the pastel purple. You'll hear me, Jodie. You'll know me. You won't even see. Yes, Claire's going as well. Colour Claire's going. Kim White from the Create Happy Life is going. And yes, quite a few people. Okay, so we've got the Irish green. Just going to put that into some areas here. And it's public, so you know, everyone feels all happy and safe and comfortable, which is good. Okay, I'm just going to hit the light on some parts. And then we're going to go for some pastel pink. And just going to put some in there as well. And I need to do the Posca on there. So just before we go, we've done the wings. I'll do the acorns, and then next time we'll do the hair, and we'll start on the background. So it shouldn't be too much. His wings I'll finish off like we did on the other bit. It'll be exactly the same. Yes, Jasmine Beckett's going. Exactly, that's the one. Okay. So I'm just going to get black now, if I can find it, because we've got to quick. Not drag myself out like I tend to. Okay. I'm on a time limit today, which is bizarre for me. Oh, I won't be next week, but this week I'm on a time limit. Where's my black gone? It's gone walkabout. There it has. Okay, so black Prisma. And all I'm going to do with that is just make sure that the certain areas are standing out. I've just got to put a bit of yellow in it as well, but this is just to make sure. So it's just little tiny areas. There we go. Yeah, I really like that. I don't know if you can see the colour of that, in fact, but it really does sort of stand out. We've got to put the Posca on it, but I don't know, it's come out pretty good. Okay, so get our Posca. Woohoo, April. Go you. Thank you, Shannon. If I missed your comments, I'm so sorry. The chat does go quick. Okay, I'm just going to get my Posca. I'm just going to go around some of this. Not all of it. I'm just going to put some bits. Let's put it around these. Let's have a look. I'm going to go around that dark edge. Oh, 1 minute. If you mess up, it doesn't matter because you can just wipe it off. Okay, so the next string we should finish off Wolf Gal, and then we come back to this on the one after. But yeah, it's just come out all right. I mean, let's just make sure they're totally lit up. Okay. Take care, Jane. Oh, if I could get you, if I win the lottery, even though I don't play it, then I'd fly you all over and you could come. I say that all the time. If I play the lottery and then I don't ever play it. There you go. Right, I quite like how they've come out. I don't really want to mess that up. There we go. Right, so that's her wings. So what I'm thinking is I want to do her hair black and I just want to keep the very tips red. So just like that under there, I've tried one bit. So I'm going to just do it that and put some blue in it. So I've started it off, as you can see, I was planning that bit, that was all. So these I'll do exactly the same like we showed today. I'm just going to zoom you on out so you don't, hold on, so you got a better view. Okay. So we've done the majority of her. We've got to do her hair and then it's all background. Now the background is quite easy. It's not a hard one because it's quite blocked and we're going to do like silhouette and we're going to do the dark night sky and this is going to be very dark green, and I mean like a very, very dark green, not so much, this is more of a foresty moss green. So we're going to put more of like the forest but with the grass green and add it all in and see how that comes out. And then we can really make everything pop off at the last minute. But that was just part 2. I mean, it's quite a slow process because we're doing it all with pencils and we're using mostly Black Widows, but we have gone over to some Prismas. So we're using Black Widows and Prismas. But I'm going to thank you all. Pat, thank you so much. Bless your heart. As I said, I'll let you know. It's next month that will come through, and then I'll get over and buy those Prisma watercolors. I didn't even know they existed. So we're going to have to try those in one of our pictures as well. So in the meantime, everyone, you have an amazing Saturday. Vicky is on next. Let me get her channel link for you. She's going to be with the new Clara Markova book. So don't miss that. She's with the new Clara Markova book. So the amazing Fairy Celebrations. I've got the link here. I'm just putting it in. So she's going to be colouring in that. And hopefully when ours come as well, we're going to, there you go. That is the link to the next stream. So Vicky's on right next. And as I said, she's got a new book. So, and I'm hoping that we can do our next colour on our Halloween one in there. This is an amazing one, but we'll see what Vicky does today. Lots of love, everyone. Big hugs. Thank you so much. And I will see you Tuesday. I'll see you all Tuesday, but I'll see you around. I'll see you around. I always do. Bye, everyone. Take care.